This is how I made my biggest Pokemon card trade ever. Well, not exactly. So I traded this PSA 10 Marnie from Shiny Star V, and this is what I got in return. First off, I want to say welcome back to the channel, everybody. I hope you guys are enjoying the content we've been putting out. There hasn't been much lately, but that's going to change starting now. So, what did we get in return? Well, you can kind of see it right behind me. We got ourselves a gym setup. And I apologize if this is kind of weird. I'm not really used to a vlog type of style that's longer than 30 seconds on TikTok. But we got ourselves this gym setup from that PSA 10 Marnie. Now, I didn't trade it straight up like I kind of made it sound like I did. What we did was we actually sold the PSA 10 Marnie. I sold that Marnie a couple weeks ago, maybe even a little over a month ago for $800. And then we sniped this bad boy for about $800 from Facebook Marketplace. Now, let's just take a quick look at the setup. It is a full cage. As you can see, it does have a pulley system, but it also has a pulley system at the bottom to do curls and stuff. It has the safety bars. It has a pull-up bar. It came with a full-sized barbell, and we even got, I think it's 325 pounds of weights. It's not fully set up yet. I have this Rubbermaid thing that is apparently too long I'm gonna put clips on it and have like some attachments like the straight bar and the rope. As well as the lat pull down attachment and any more attachments if I get any more. But we also have this mat. Now, if anybody else is ever making a home gym, this mat, this is about 2 pieces. We taped them together. The mat only costs $20 a piece, and it pretty much covers everything we need. The bench, it covers the bench, the racks, anything if you're walking on the side. So if you do need to do anything on the sides, which you probably don't have to, it will cover deadlifts. So I don't have to worry about slamming the weights on my concrete floor because this is in my garage. But yeah, I'm pretty hyped about this. We are finishing up the finishing touches though. You can see there's like a little glass piece right there. There's some weights on the ground. Mainly it's just flattening out the mats, but it should be set up and ready to go. I'm actually gonna do my first workout, and I'm gonna actually show you guys what I do for a workout. Now, real quick, before I get into what I do for a workout, just know that I am not an expert at any of this. I'm not a professional. I've lifted for a good amount of time, but I never studied anything like that. So take what I do with a grain of salt. I do my own program that I'm pretty sure I just found online. But yeah, today is going to be a chest, tricep, and shoulder day. Maybe we'll do more content of this type in the future. Let me know if you guys do enjoy stuff like this, and maybe we'll make some more content around this. And then maybe I'll show you guys some of the foods that I'm gonna start eating, because this is the ultimate goal. The ultimate goal here is to start getting in better shape, start getting healthier. I can lift decently heavy weight, but I don't have the body to show for it. I'm not really all that confident in myself, and we're gonna change that because that's mainly what this is for. I sold that card for $800 so that I could grab this, so that I could start investing in myself, because that is your biggest investment piece. Yes, Pokemon cards are nice, sports cards are great investments, rookie cards, but yourself is your best investment, and remember that. Without further ado though, let's get into our first workout. We're starting with the bench press. All right, to start off, we're gonna be doing a bench press. We're doing a 5x5. It took me a while to figure out where to put like the clamps to see where it was comfortable for doing a bench press, because this is my first time using this new set. So we're gonna be doing a warm-up of 135, and then we're gonna get into probably one more warm-up, and then we'll do the 5x5. So we got bench today, we got incline bench. I usually do it with dumbbells, but I only have 15s. Um, we're gonna do bench, incline bench. We got some chest flies, which we'll use the dumbbells for. What else do we got? We got shoulder press that we will, I don't know if we're gonna use that or if we're gonna use bench or the dumbbells yet. We'll see, it's gonna be a game time decision. And we got triceps. So we're gonna be doing skull crushers and tricep extensions. And then, you know what? It's the first day, so we might as well christen it. We're already doing chest and tris. We might as well also do some biceps. We'll probably do some of the bicep curls on the pulley and then some biceps with the dumbbells. But yeah, let's get into our first warm up. All right, so the bars right here might look like they're a little high, but I promise you they're not. We're just gonna do a quick, easy set of 5. You'll see that I'm not actually hitting the safety bars, but they are there just in case nonetheless. I will say that one of the positives of being down here in my garage and instead of the gym would have the AC blaring and I'd be kind of cold. I'm sweating. I'm only 2 workouts in. Now I'm probably only sweating because of the humidity down here and because I had to fumble around with the clamps, figuring out where they go. But yeah, 2 exercises in and I'm sweating because of how humid it is down here. It actually feels pretty good. All right, we're on to our final set, and this is why I wanted the bumper plates in first. They're a little bigger than the cast iron ones, which is great because I want that exactly for deadlifts, but it's so very unesthetically pleasing. But this is the heavy set, 225 for 5. Let's get into it. I will say that if at any point this looks weird, I am filming on my iPhone with no mic, just the camera from the iPhone XR. So yeah, if anything sounds weird or seems weird, that's why. But yeah, let's get into our heavy set, 225 for 5. I will say that I need to lower these a little more. I have been hitting it a few times. That's just because of my left arm, my left shoulder isn't as strong as my right shoulder due to an injury. All right, a couple little small tiny things, very, very tiny. I wish the bench would go down a little more. There's only 3 like modes, heights that I can go to, and it's flat bench, straight up, and then this is the incline. I prefer it to be a little more inclined so I can feel it a little more. But yeah, so we're gonna go into incline bench. Now I haven't done incline bench in a long time. So what we are going to do is kind of start off light. We're doing 3 sets of 12 on the incline. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna throw 25s on. I'm gonna gauge myself with the 25s on. Should be pretty good. I've never done it where it was so inclined for incline bench. I spent a ton of time like trying to figure out the right height for this thing. So let's go ahead. It's like right in my eyes. I probably could get away with putting this thing higher, which I probably will next week when I do chest. 25s felt pretty good. We're just gonna keep progressively overloading onto that. But we're into our heavy set of incline bench press. 3 sets of 12. This is 125 for 12. 115 for 12 kind of felt pretty good. So we're gonna go into this as our heavy set. Let's get into it. was a pretty good set to end on. I started feeling it right at the end there, where it was getting very tough to do the last few reps. We're going into chest flies next. We'll probably keep the incline, but we'll start doing with dumbbells. All right, so next is chest flies. We're gonna do it on the incline bench. I should have re-racked that weight behind me. I am very tired, so I did not yet, with another perk of having a home gym. I'll re-rack it before we go into the next thing, because the next thing we're gonna need that space. So let's get into it. We got, I believe, 3 sets of 10 or 4 sets of 10 of this.
I just want to do it nice and controlled. Now it's only like 20 pounds, I think.
There we go, 10. Now, like I said, 4 sets of 10, 20 pounds. So we're trying to do, now next up is overhead press, but we're gonna do it seated because I've done standing overhead press and I actually pulled a muscle in my abdominal area. So we're gonna try it seated. Now this is kind of a weird setup, I guess, for my thing, but we're gonna be doing 3 sets of 10 on the overhead press. Let's get into our first set. We're gonna gauge it with 65 pounds on the bar because I've honestly only done overhead press with dumbbells that was seated. So we're gonna go ahead and test this out. 3 sets of 10, starting off with 65. So probably next time I will do standing, honestly. Not a fan of it ever since I hurt my ab, but this just feels weird, I won't lie. I'm trying to get more standard weight for the dumbbells, but for now, this is what we're gonna be doing. Now let's hop into our heaviest set. All right, just a couple other things that I am doing with my overhead press. So this is my last set. This is gonna be my heavy set. It is only 75, we're doing 10 reps. I'm only doing 75 because 75 was a little tough for me on the last couple of reps of the last set. So I'm actually gonna just continue it into my last set. Let's get into triceps. All right, you might be wondering too, oh, I don't see any cardio equipment. You haven't said anything about cardio equipment. That's because I don't have any. But what we're gonna be doing is, so I am canceling my gym membership at my old gym, which was like $40 a month, which is extremely not worth it for what they had. I'm sure you guys have seen some of my TikToks where I am lifting there and it's not the biggest gym. But we're going to be getting a basic $10 a month membership over at Planet Fitness. So there's one like legitimately right down the street from me that we will only be using for cardio, maybe their core machines if they have any stretching stuff, those as well. And I know nobody likes Planet Fitness, but $10 a month for any cardio equipment I want seems pretty worth it for me. It's nice and cheap, still saves me money in the long run. Right now, we're gonna get into our skull crushers. I believe it is 4 sets of 10, but I only have 20-pound dumbbells, so I'm probably gonna do 4 sets of 12 just to get the extra reps in. Let's hop into our first set. All right, I forgot to hit record on set number 1, but this is set number 2, and probably the only set I'll record, seeing as how it's the same weight and same reps for each and every single one of them. So set number 2, let's get into our skull crushers. Now that we're done with our skull crushers, our last tricep exercise of the day, something light, we're going to be doing tricep extension. The pulley system that we have is, you can't really see it, but it is plate loaded. So we got a 25 on each side, so it's gonna be 50 pounds on the tricep extension. We're gonna go for 10. I typically like to use the kind of like the angled tricep push down thing. I don't have one yet. All I have that I could use is a straight bar and the rope attachment, so we're gonna use the rope attachment. Like I said,
Like 10 reps. Just want to make sure that's in view.
cool. Now 3 sets of 10, so we're gonna probably put 5s on each side just to keep going up by 10. I hat backwards because the rope is hitting, not because I'm a gym tool. One thing I did notice is, I don't know if it's just because maybe it's sticking onto this, but this is 50, 60 pounds. When I'm at my gym doing the pulley system, I'm able to do 75 plus for 10. So either my gym's weight is lighter than 75 pounds, or maybe there's just friction going up and down the pole. I'm gonna continue to do 60 for my last heavy set. 60 felt pretty good. Maybe it's just a change in machine, so now I'm not used to it as much. But heavy set is going to be 60. I just had to do the math again in my head. And then after that, we're gonna do some biceps. All right, we're gonna do some rope hammer curls with the lower pulley system. I'm gonna start it light. We're only gonna do 20 because this does feel like there's a little more friction in it than my usual gym. So we're gonna do the rope hammer curls. We're gonna do 3 sets of 10. This is just basically to break in the gym. You gotta do chest, you gotta do biceps, you gotta do triceps, shoulders. Chest and bis are pretty much how you christen a gym. Let's get into the first set. So yes, lower pulley, only 20 pounds. Not sure if you can see it. That did feel pretty easy. Maybe I went a little too light on it. We'll put 5s on the sides and see how that is, but we'll come back for the heavy set. All right, last set I put some 2.5s on. There's some 5s on there also, so let me do quick maths in my head. 20, 30, 35 for 10 on this last set. And then we're gonna get into something I really just started to like, 21s, but we're only gonna do 2 sets because, oh dear God, 21s are rough. But last set of our rope hammer curls, let's get into it. Surprisingly felt pretty good on that last set. I think I counted 10, I hope I did 10. We're gonna get into 21s, but real quick, other than the stuff I needed dumbbells with, this pretty much did my entire workout for me. It's great, man. Probably one of the best investments I've ever made. So yeah, I turned a single Pokemon card, the Marnie Full Art, into this. I do urge you to remember that stuff is collecting, but it's also about the value to you. The person that spent $800 on that card will have more value. That card will have more value to that person than it will to me, and this will have more value to me than the Full Art Marnie. That's just a fact. I'm a collector that collects stuff that I enjoy. With that being said, make sure that collecting and the hobby comes first with all of that stuff. Let's get into, though, our first set of 21s. I won't even lie, guys. 21s suck. I hate them, but I also love the way they feel. So we got our dumbbells right here. They're about 20 pounds. We're gonna do 2 sets of 21s. You'll probably only see this one set, and then yeah, that'll be the end of the workout. But let's get into it. For those that don't know what 21s are, you do 7 of these half curls. Then when you get to 7, you do 7 half curls like this. I probably miscounted there. And then 7 full curls. And that is, I think that was 7. And those are 21s. I'm gonna do 2 sets of those. They burn. All right, I'm about to get into my last set of 21s right here, but I'm also gonna end the video right here. Let me know what you guys thought about it. I'm pretty excited about this. I think that basically turning a Pokemon card into a home gym is crazy, and I would have never been able to think that that was possible, but it happened. Let me know what you guys think about that. What's your best Pokemon card trade that you've done? But yeah, I'm gonna finish up with this last set of 21s. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know if you guys want to see more of this content in the future by hitting that like button, subscribe if you are new, and for constant updates about the health journey. I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I will see you guys in the next one.